In this video, we're going to be removing a rear right door panel off a 2012 Range Rover Sport. We have the door off. So it's a little easier for us since it's laying like this, but I mean, it's pretty easy when the car is, obviously the door is on the car. Just try to use plastic tools on this, that way you don't damage your door trim. And it just pops out. Okay, so you have two main clips, one in the front, one in the back, and then you have these little clips that just kind of pop in. This one's broken previously, so it's bent. They put it on the wrong way, but just kind of guide them in when you're popping them back in. Make sure they get all in position before you pop it in.
No.
Alright, now we're going to be removing Phillips screws. Protection. Alright, now you pop this little cover off. The thinner flathead you have, the better. That way you don't damage the door panel. Yeah, it's just another Phillips. And make sure you take all the screws out so you don't drop them later. Alright, so now we got all the screws out. Now you're gonna start find an area where you could pick through it, underneath it, and just start popping out the clips all around the door panel towards the bottom of it. We're using a plastic wedge tool. So once you pop the clips towards the bottom, now you gotta do this top part. Alright, so this thing popped out right now, so it's easy to unplug it and then doing it later. This is the little light towards the bottom of the door panel. Pop it back in here. Alright, now you're just gonna have to start unplugging everything. So you gotta unplug this from the module. It's pretty easy, just pressing the tab and it releases. Okay, now we're going to be doing door handle cable. Alright, so this is the door panel off. So these are the clips you have to work your way all around to pop them out of. See, they're all around. And they get pretty high up there. This is broken. Alright, now we're going to be removing the rear right glass window. So we have the door panel off already. Now we're going to take off the speaker. And we're using the Torx. What is it? T20 Torx. So we're removing the speaker to have a little easier access to get to the window regulator slider lock that's holding the glass in place. Alright, now we're going to be removing the window regulator, T25 Torx. Okay, so we're going to remove the window regulator motor. What's going to happen is it's going to basically put the glass into a neutral, so we could slide the glass up and down as much as we need it to get to the unlocking tab and move the glass out of the way in the rail, so it makes it a little easier. Usually it's better to do it two people, so one unlocks the tab and the other one pulls on the glass. Yeah. It's kind of difficult holding the camera at the same time. We're gonna try a smaller tool, see if we can get it in further. Okay, so press it from the top down on the glass, on the attachment of the bracket to pull it out of the clip, and then press the clip tab down as well to unlock it and pull that out. Alright, so now we're going to slide the glass down. Just make sure you slide that little rail locking thing down all the way so you don't lock it into it again. And now we're going to remove these, the weather stripping. We're going to take off only the interior one, not the outer one. gonna move this trim to get to the weather seal. It's on 3M, basically double-sided tape all around. We try to remove it a little too far out. You don't have to remove it all the way, just enough to basically pick on this weather seal. This piece is very weak at the corners, so you got to be really careful. We broke ours, so just don't go that far in. So we pulled the weather seal out, and now we're gonna attempt to pull the glass. So you have to pop it out of the rail, so kind of pull it at an angle. We're using a T20 Torx to get the screw off. We'll see if we could remove the outer seal, see if it's going to give us a little bit more room. We try to skip a step, make it easier for you guys to take it off, but I guess I might have to take off a little more stuff. Okay, so that weather seal was in the way, so we gotta remove both weather seals, the inner and the outer one. So this is the glass. Let's see if we can get you a little better shot. So what happens is that window regulator rail locks into this right here. So when you push on this down, push this down, it pulls it out of that bracket, and then you press on the bracket tab to unlock it, and then you can slide the glass out. It's pretty easy. You're removing the window regulator assembly. We're using a 10mm socket. The glass does have to be removed. We do have to remove the glass. Just make sure you get it at a right angle. It'll come out pretty easy. So this is the tab that locks in the glass. So basically it pops out here. So you press on this down and you pull the glass out.